Imagine living your entire life believing that the decisions you make, the thoughts you think, and even the emotions you feel are entirely your own. But what if I told you there's something operating in the shadows, using your mind against you? Yes, that's right. Today we're uncovering how hidden forces, whether social, spiritual, or even internal, might be manipulating your mind, often without you even realizing it. In this video, you'll learn how to recognize these influences, reclaim control over your mind, and align yourself with your true purpose. Stay with me until the end, because this could completely change the way you see yourself and the world around you. Let's dive in. Have you ever stopped to question where your thoughts come from? Most of us assume that our thoughts are the product of our own minds, born from our unique experiences, beliefs, and reasoning. But the truth is far more complex. Our minds are like sponges, absorbing not only information but also subtle influences from everything around us: family, media, culture, and even spiritual energies. These forces can shape our perceptions, sometimes in ways that work against us. Let's start with the societal programming we're all subject to. From the moment we're born, we're taught what to believe, how to behave, and what success should look like. This conditioning often sets us on a path that doesn't align with our true selves. For instance, consider the relentless pursuit of material success. Society tells us that wealth and possessions define our worth. But how many people chase these goals, only to find themselves feeling empty once they achieve them? This is no coincidence. It's the result of an external script written for you, not by you. Then there's the role of media. Every day we're bombarded with messages designed to capture our attention and influence our choices. Advertisements subtly tell us what we lack, while social media creates unrealistic standards for how we should look, live, and feel. Over time, these constant inputs can distort our sense of reality, making us feel inadequate or disconnected from who we truly are. But it goes deeper than societal or media influences. Our own minds can become our enemies when left unchecked. Negative thought patterns, like self-doubt, fear, and limiting beliefs, often originate from past experiences or trauma. These thoughts can loop endlessly in our minds, convincing us that we're not good enough or that change is impossible. It's as if an invisible force is whispering in our ear, feeding our insecurities. And for those on a spiritual journey, the stakes are even higher. Energetic forces, both positive and negative, can influence our mental state. Have you ever noticed how being in certain environments or around specific people can leave you feeling drained or uplifted? This is not your imagination. Energies around us interact with our own, subtly shaping our thoughts and emotions. The good news is that recognizing these influences is the first step toward breaking free. Awareness allows us to see the mechanisms at play and question their hold on us. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we begin to separate what is truly ours from what has been imposed upon us. In the next section, we'll explore practical steps to reclaim control of your mind and start living in alignment with your highest self. Stay with me. You're about to uncover the tools to liberate your thoughts and rewrite your story. Now that we've uncovered how external and internal forces can shape our thoughts, let's talk about reclaiming your power. The mind is an incredible tool, but like any tool, it needs to be understood and mastered. Without awareness, your mind can become your greatest obstacle. With awareness, it transforms into your most powerful ally. The first step to breaking free from mental manipulation is mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about meditation. It's about developing the ability to observe your thoughts without being consumed by them. Imagine your mind as a vast sky and your thoughts as passing clouds. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. When you can view your thoughts as separate from yourself, it becomes easier to recognize which ones are helpful and which are harmful. For example, let's say you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough." Instead of accepting this as truth, pause and ask, where did this thought come from? Is it rooted in a past experience, societal conditioning, or someone else's judgment? Often, when you trace a negative thought back to its origin, you'll realize it's not truly yours. This realization weakens its power over you. Another powerful tool is conscious detachment. This doesn't mean ignoring your emotions or suppressing your thoughts. It means learning to step back and view them objectively. One effective method is journaling. Write down your recurring thoughts and patterns, and then analyze them as if they belong to someone else. What advice would you give this person? This practice helps you separate your identity from the mental chatter that often dictates your actions. But what about the energetic influences we mentioned earlier? Protecting your mental space also requires cultivating your energetic boundaries. One way to do this is through visualization. Picture yourself surrounded by a shield of light, impenetrable to negativity. This simple yet powerful practice can help you stay grounded and centered, especially in challenging environments or interactions. Additionally, be mindful of what you consume, not just food and drink, but the information and energy you allow into your life. Limit exposure to media that fuels anxiety or self-doubt, and instead, seek out content that uplifts and empowers you. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and encourage your growth. Remember, the energy of those around you directly influences your mental state. Finally, reconnect with your higher self, the part of you that exists beyond the mind. Practices like meditation, prayer, or spending time in nature can help you tune into this deeper aspect of your being. When you align with your higher self, you gain clarity and a sense of purpose that external influences can't shake. By practicing mindfulness, detachment, and energetic protection, you begin to dismantle the mental frameworks that have been holding you back. This is not a quick fix. It's a process of daily commitment to your growth and well-being. In the next block, we'll dive deeper into uncovering hidden thought patterns and how to rewire your mind for freedom and purpose. The journey continues. Stay tuned. Now that we've laid the groundwork for reclaiming your mind, let's delve into the hidden thought patterns that often operate behind the scenes. These patterns are like software programs running in the background, subtly influencing your actions, decisions, and beliefs. To break free, we must first learn to identify and then rewire these mental scripts. One of the most common hidden patterns is the scarcity mindset. This belief whispers, "There's never enough." Whether it's time, money, love, or opportunities, the scarcity mindset tricks you into feeling like you're constantly falling short. It creates fear and anxiety, leading to decisions based on lack rather than abundance. For example, you might hesitate to pursue a dream because you believe there's too much competition or not enough resources. But is this belief based on fact, or is it a narrative you've absorbed from the world around you? Another pervasive pattern is the victim mentality. This mindset convinces you that life is happening to you rather than for you. When you adopt this perspective, it becomes easy to blame circumstances, other people, or even fate for your challenges. While it's natural to feel powerless at times, the victim mentality can trap you in a cycle of inaction and resentment. Breaking free requires shifting your focus from what's beyond your control to what you can change. Let's not forget the perfectionism trap. Perfectionism often disguises itself as a positive trait, but in reality, it's a form of self-sabotage. It tells you that you're never good enough and that nothing you do is ever truly complete. This constant striving for flawlessness can paralyze you, preventing you from taking risks or embracing your imperfections. How do we begin to dismantle these patterns? The process starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to the language you use with yourself. Are your inner thoughts filled with words like always, never, or should? These are red flags that you may be stuck in an unhelpful mental loop. Challenge these absolutes by asking, is this really true? Or, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Rewiring your mind also involves replacing old patterns with empowering ones. For example, to counteract the scarcity mindset, practice gratitude daily. Instead of focusing on what you lack, acknowledge what you already have. Gratitude shifts your perspective, making it easier to recognize abundance in your life. For the victim mentality, cultivate accountability. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything. It means taking ownership of your responses and actions. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this and how can I grow? This shift transforms obstacles into opportunities. To combat perfectionism, embrace the concept of progress over perfection. Celebrate small wins and remind yourself that growth is a journey, not a destination. Perfection is an illusion that keeps you from seeing the beauty in your efforts. Rewiring your mind is not just about breaking free from negative patterns. It's about creating new, empowering ones that align with your highest potential. It's about recognizing that your mind is a tool, and you are the one holding it. In the next block, we'll explore how to strengthen your connection to your intuition and higher self, ensuring that your mind becomes a servant of your soul, not its master. The journey continues. As we journey deeper, let's explore the profound role of intuition and your connection to the higher self in reclaiming your mind. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or inner knowing, but it's much more than that. It's a direct line to your soul, guiding you toward truth and alignment. However, in a world filled with noise and distraction, many of us have lost touch with this innate wisdom. Reconnecting with your intuition is key to ensuring that your mind serves your higher purpose, rather than working against you. One of the first steps to strengthening your intuition is learning to quiet the mental chatter. The mind loves to analyze, judge, and overthink. While this can be helpful in certain situations, it often drowns out the subtle voice of intuition. Meditation is one of the most effective tools for silencing this noise. Even just a few minutes of daily stillness can help you tune in to the quieter signals of your inner guidance. Pay attention to how your intuition speaks to you. It might come as a sudden insight, a physical sensation, or a persistent feeling about a situation. Unlike the mind, which often overcomplicates things, intuition is straightforward and unambiguous. For example, you might feel an inexplicable pull to pursue a certain path even when it defies logic. Learning to trust these feelings takes practice, but the more you act on your intuition, the stronger it becomes. Another essential practice is connecting with your higher self. The higher self is the part of you that exists beyond the ego and mental constructs. It's the essence of your being, rooted in wisdom and love. To connect with this aspect of yourself, start by asking empowering questions. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Or, "How can I grow from this experience?" These questions shift your focus from victimhood to growth and align your perspective with your higher self. Visualization can also be a powerful tool for connecting with your higher self. Close your eyes and imagine a version of yourself that embodies everything you aspire to be. Calm, confident, wise, and compassionate. This is your higher self, always available to guide you. When faced with a difficult decision or overwhelming thoughts, ask this version of yourself for guidance. What would they do? How would they respond? This practice not only strengthens your connection to your higher self, but also helps you align your actions with your true values. Journaling is another effective way to access your inner wisdom. Spend a few minutes each day writing down your thoughts, feelings, and questions. Then, allow your intuition to guide your pen as you write responses. You might be surprised at the clarity and insight that emerges when you let go of overthinking and trust your inner voice. Finally, remember that your intuition and higher self thrive in environments of authenticity. The more you align your life with your true values and desires, the clearer your inner guidance becomes. This might mean letting go of people, habits, or situations that no longer serve you. While this can be challenging, it creates space for your intuition to flourish and for your higher self to take the lead. By strengthening your connection to your intuition and higher self, you transform your mind from a source of conflict into a tool for alignment. You'll find that decisions become clearer, life feels more purposeful, and you're able to navigate challenges with greater ease and confidence. In the final section, we'll tie everything together, exploring how to integrate these practices into your daily life to ensure lasting transformation. Stay with me as we bring it all home. As we bring this journey to a close, let's reflect on the insights we've uncovered. Your mind, while powerful, is not meant to control you. It's meant to serve you. By recognizing the forces that influence your thoughts, breaking free from hidden patterns, and reconnecting with your intuition and higher self, you can reclaim your mental space and step into the life you're truly meant to live. Remember, awareness is the key that unlocks the door to freedom. When you begin to question your thoughts, observe them without judgment, and detach from the ones that no longer serve you, you take back control. You're no longer at the mercy of societal conditioning, past experiences, or energetic imbalances. Instead, you're aligned with your true purpose, guided by the wisdom of your higher self. This journey is not about achieving perfection, it's about progress. Each step you take toward mastering your mind brings you closer to a life of clarity, peace, and empowerment. And the beauty of this process is that it's entirely within your reach. So here's your call to action. Take what you've learned today and begin implementing it into your daily life. Start small. Set aside a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness, listen to your intuition, or connect with your higher self. Notice the shifts that happen, both within you and around you. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might benefit from these insights. And if you're ready to continue exploring topics like this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join this growing community of seekers and chosen ones reclaiming their power. You were never meant to live under the control of forces outside yourself. The path to freedom starts within, and now you hold the tools to walk it. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care of your mind. It's your greatest ally.